Service University in Kumasi. Our command lectures. Oyiyi eniema bi edanedi, and I haven't come across those data before. Not knowing, the speaker, per the Ghana the population and housing census. 2021. About 33% of Ghana mebunu from the age 15 to 24 enye juma. 33%. 33% from age 15 to 24 enne omope juma they are not getting. Mr. Speaker, the next asemuswa odanedi, which was shocking, and they say Ghana for 8.4 million. That is quarter of the entire population. Enya eduane even once a day, endi before the day ends. Into a musori alopa from morning, afternoon, evening. So on bedama diache no. They don't even get a single food to eat. 8.4 million per Ghana Statistical Service data. That is what it's and it's shocking. No? And we live by grace. They live by grace. Mr. Speaker, the next issues who are already here the Christian University, Christian Service University program. Na say, the fact say most educated people, one Marco Pole University, training college, nursing training. Many can say, a lot of them. And this issue be Mr. Speaker, so Obedia and Obekan Korea. I try to speak about it because it has become a national security threat. Me can we are not media social catch say, Bebre bisa say, we are John Mahama Kanina, what is the solution? One call lament. He didn't go into lamentation, but or prefer solutions. Baku or program na say, the 24-hour economy, the game changer TUC, the 24-hour economy issue, where you triple the workforce, ebi kwa nopa, ebi kwe wiane biya kwe nyumbre. Osan kasa about the 1 million coders program. You be training in Mebunu 1 million in coding system. Obi bi onim coding biya no, enim di ambesa mechire no, but in simple terms, how to read computer language. Said you obey programming and all sort of softwares. Ebefa Mebunu 1 million. The speaker Osanka so obey invested 3 million in ICT program. And then globally, you move into an ICT world. Until a mind be or person develop BR must invest in the ICT program. Until I know what you better the Accra Digital Center or no and making sure say and a siwa a lot of mebunu ejuma the data center on so and a siye and a ole fiber optic cable which is unprecedented. The speaker Osan make mention of the fact say oba stabilize the economy because say economy ni enya enfa ni the business you establish and enfa ni ejuma oye any salary oji because at the end no economy ni be consuming all those resources into so obe say obe stabilize the economy. Part of the way obe stabilize the economy ni say obe halting the depreciation of the cedi. Yeni na yenim say before be fi abenwu no na ukra $1 oji 4 cedi 20 pesos and under the leadership of a so-called doctor ukra the same $1 oji 15 cedi 70 pesos. The next issue of the council na me demand we see say obe invest in infrastructure development. What to need the big push. That big push program no ebe share to the construction of roads, bridges, railways, or by investing into aviation. In Terminal 3, the renovation of Terminal 2, the expansion of Kumasi Airport to make it an international standard. About Tamale Airport. into our track record when it comes to aviation. Obe investing also into healthcare. You name the issue of Rich Hospital, Bank of Ghana Hospital, and the issue of the University of Ghana Hospital and a whole host of hospitals. Obe investing also into education, power, and tourism. Into waning near man a course so in the Christian Service University over the weekend. John Mahama Mayati said, and we all know also as a fact say economy na atete apansam. You hear a visionary leader. You hear obia oni Ghana fo be di no kre. Obia what the political will to come and rescue this country from where we are. What can I say? A person be rescue this country, and not just to rescue. After our rescue, Mr. Speaker, he will reset the nation. So he is rescuing and resetting the nation. Yenina yenka yentuma embo yentuma no, and rally behind His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as he comes to rescue and reset this country to a better future.
Very well, better say thank you, Godwin Mahama, again, a member of the NDC's communication team, speaking to us. Checking your time is 47 after 7. Kessben, what journey alive? War a year radio 92.9. Mame Emma Clinton Bunny Bafo Achi na member na kwaba or no member of the NPP's communication na anope mean welcome and the first time in the studio. Clinton, good morning. That's say.
Good morning.
The microphone, no.
Nyamia dum me hoye.
Party what to say?
Nyamia dum obade na daruma. I think the government is doing very well. And then from so eba yes, I'm correct. I mean that's governance. Ma me for fidie so na me fa enchakese ma wetie for. Na me sound so enfan chakese ma me godfather lawyer Henry Nana Boache. Na me mami CEO of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Madam Kosi Yankee Aye. Me the first time I'm about her, but on call for them no more jumanti. Over whom ya me buy no some me breakfast with you. And I'm sure my elite and I had to swiftly move in and then join the discussion with my brother here. Enra Jumedie Kessie be echo so. Ewo Ghana Hanansa na me zoom into that conversation. Them say Yewura John Mahama Nkomwa okodi wo Christian Service on the one fan ka hone say ne bodyguards no abu Tescon organizer or Christian Service University ma boy ne prapa enra na or kasa according to the information gathered no almost say or huti at His Excellency say a bit difficult say obetuma ba aban mu bio na and it didn't sit well with him, and as a man who wants to become the next president, the order you give or the instruct that your guards align with is to make sure say ombe descend on these young students na omo attack omo. I mean it's an act that we must condemn. The National Youth Wing of the party has already sent out a notice asking for an unqualified apology. Asking for an apology from the former president. Say Obeba be apologize because and sending fata kebesi kura and say
John Mahama deliberately
and see around and see me pacho don't interject me and say banisa ebia wa man instruct no ba omo mu di na chi no. I mean, this is an act and yeah, politics in America. But the guy, when you see the video, you would get to know. Say, was a politics. They have beaten up the guy. I'm a bandage, a born in Sunning and Nimuno. It's not really encouraging. And so, ope abaimu aba some of these things and say happen even within an environment. Swiftly, Andra Nyamia Dom 3 weeks or a month ago. Say muhu say dehuro kese bi koso ana ye usher in the Kaya empowerment program no. The building was commissioned and the program was launched. We had one building at the Medina and one at Ashaiman, which are the initial stage introduction of that particular project. Now the visionary His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Ede Eba Abebwa, the marginalized in the society. Now, I've always said that the NPP government is known to identify initiatives that target the marginalized in society. Into any policy be or the bebiano, it looks like it's a pro-poor initiative that targets yenuanoma omo ho exire omo ni apɛ kwan e be fa so e betumi apagya omo so omo manya baby papa ejina ye osha omo in into a 3 weeks intensive training and 600 cohorts from now till December. The first phase no aba ewiye. Yesterday was a good it was really inspiring, and then it was really engaging. Myself, I had the opportunity to steer the discussion as a master of ceremony for the program, and sitting behind, watching the zeal and the energy, the transitional progress I go through ene or coming out, you know. I think His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia and the team now for these 3 weeks, you know, making sure that the phase is successful, no, deserve a big round of applause. And no, some of the things that went on over there were stipends. Demo as a micro grant for them to start up the business. We also gave them starter packs. Starter packs, and they say training now be able go through, you know. They will be here to start the business, no, yeah, the mount. Say makeup and I'll be seeing the mount, soap making, yeah, the mount, beats, yeah, the mount, hairdressers at the palm for bakery. And sandwich, you may be out how be soon, ye be on your mount, adia. So free dining now, you are not going with your headpan anymore, but you are going with the starter pack. Ebe complemented the skill now, wababinya, ewo training, no, aseno. They were also given an accredited certificate from CTVET, which is given that mandate, say, Ombudsman awarded such a certificate to people who qualify and have gone through the standardized flow of training to becoming an entrepreneur. And you know, your momo certificate, your momo that accreditation to fully operate in the capacity of the skill now, omo aquano. I've always said that anytime the new patriotic party under this government, the conversation has always been that it is not possible. And you know, it was a targeted theme. And His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia Fa, you know, to state that it is possible. Honestly, everybody across the globe, not only Ghana alone, has accepted that things are not normal as it's supposed to be. But we must also be appreciative to the government that we're prioritizing a number two in his governance. That is Nipan Kwan. That is our energy sector and our lighting system. Minia Kasano or highlighting on some few things which is in line with what I'm about to say. Is not to rebut what he has said. Yes, it's not. It's not. I think that one of the key things coming up on also raising from discussion John Dramani Mahama highlighting on the 24-hour economy. And I think there are a lot of things that the government is gradually putting in place generically a bit absorbed into the 24-hour system, no? Because it's something that is already in place. And then I'm sure that as we zoom into the topics for today, no, I'll give in some highlights from where we are coming from as a nation in terms of governance in the sectors of the topics na ebe discussing and where we have got into and the next chapter that we want to zoom in. And in Chakesye ensu free Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia Ebra Ghana for now.
Better I say Clinton, my mama miniature, tenacity, and no bear on there. I also know you. Oh, you're okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's what I can't imagine.
Speak out also.
That's the same.
Not the senator.
That's it.
Speak out.
And that's it.
And that's it. At least, see the beard may be drawn them.
Yeah. And then know you.
And then me perform.
And over from the bar.
Perform the bar. Oh yes. Since I'm my late.
I see.
Me perform. I reached frame and I'm drew at Tinka village. Nameba. Oh, me drew as next my home. And some of me have full lift number. I just say, baby, I know ye. Or more what Tomono. Or Monkaze Ghana for your bread. Speaker, as a Friday class no more ya dilute your class we.
Yeah, dilute too, no. But
I bet pure political discussions.
Yeah,
move away from
dilute too.
Yes, na ya breno. Omen for some ya cancer. Why I say?
The more reason why you are here.
Yeah, but there's you're dealing with the issues. Minya Banini, Clinton, Buffalo. No, Clinton, Mepa Clinton. Pro-poor. I will cover 2021 population and housing census now.
Yeah.
2021, 3 years near. Yeah, kind multi-dimensional or poverty, no. MDP. Ghana 43.5%. And you live in a multi-dimensional poverty, which means that a ban of health, education, nutrition, security you're falling short. Do you get it? So there was a situation where now what would you do so a global phenomenon say all over the world. It will be very unfortunate if you want to sit here and highlight it. Abra me far from me feeling about her. Look at it. So Mitiana will come, I will have issues with you. Look at it. Nonetheless, that is not to say Abaya ba one cry. But let's at least be sensitive to young Ghana phone. Ya ye nam form no. Because obie to me say omanuma yedin. So the least you can do for us is to empathize with us. Look at it. Empathize with me, give me assurance. Say a bit to me, but don't rub salt in my injury. Don't let it look like everything is rosy and that very lofty. It is not so. And this your minimum wage, Ghana, the whole world, minimum wage, yeah, they 18.5 cedis per day.
Yeah.
Others are taking it hourly, per hour, losing back. Losing back, my pardon them back. Losing back,
Is there also bow?
yeah, losing back. Me pay, losing back 17.83 euros per hour, 1 hour. A month no kabuma when 3,085. Germany, 12.41. France, 11. Oba America, state by state. State biano minimum wage. For Alaska 11.73. Los Angeles 16.75. Like that. Arizona. And not necessarily your dream home. Unemployment is suffocating us in this country. Minia Clinton can only what he's talking about. That is not to also say bro test conform. Maybe or kind out to her.
No, I didn't want to interject because when I come out.
Very good. And then you see,
because university are organizing program, not be BSc. The fact that John was the main speaker does not mean that you associate it to
my
him.
brother, hold your.
Don't worry,
hold
I've heard it. I'll come there. Don't worry.
Clinton, say, who claim say a TESCOM president was beaten on that university campus. So no, if it is true, it is condemnable. As I am condemning the
I don't know.
Say, may condemn say Yabu TESCOM president on campus way. Christian Service University campus. You know. Let's also be guided. Say we're electioneering here. What I say? Say the audacity. Say you don't qualify to come for. To stand for election and as to vote for you.
Putting everything aside, statesman.
Former president. It is equally wrong. What I say, the fact that right to speak your mind. But when your right end exactly where somebody's right begin. And you know, if you take the rights of another person into your hand to go and confront the convoy, and now no, lie or moody be catch and say, no, that is disrespectful. It is un-Ghanaian, and that also must be condemned. And to say, yes, see, a brono nya, ni abrante ni ya no so no. Na sabi nyansa nim. Tesco presidents I know are very decent. You lead groups. I say, so president now we are. What will happen to your following? I say, who president now who lead the whole student body? No, who we are who following the number. You must lead, and as you can go and listen to your Beka. You can issue a statement on it. Yeah. That is what we were doing when we were Tesco executives. We were not these radical, pugilistic, all want to be seen everywhere. No. To
listen to
listen to,
probably
if possible,
to
record. Yes. We will analyze it and then we'll take you on. Say, Oba campus now Obeka no. What he say? Why he say? Is a more details coordinate na ye money laundry
venture.
And I'm didn't say where who call you na. Is it what you needed to do as a Tesco president? Who will candidate? Promote him, project him, going all the way to go and confront Obinikam wrong. That is not to say a Brona or my Brona, at least Clinton I show video. A ranter is seated in bandage, means was suffer some severe beating. Say a CR you're wrong. Do you get it? I'm saying say CR you're wrong because in this country, when central for Masha Dadi, no Marco Kumun, Coco, Adi Mojada, your Bonhosi Abom. But if this one is truly what happened, then it's condemnable. The NDC party, flag bearer and the team, they must at least condemn this. I say, some condemn it. Now, the National Youth Organizer and so, I mean, who in the statement, but I think it will be appropriate if he condemns the act of this boy before he will call, arrest whoever is involved. What also apology na mope. For me, apology is not enough. Do you get it? Snipana will be a assault. Let the law deal with it.
Assault and battery.
Yeah, a assault. A man in the yes, or Mustafa, oh yeah, magic statement not my friend. All right, until I speaker.
Yeah.
Hannah, me initial comment, no.
Okay.
ABC. Now, my retreat the fact to say, oh my no my ding. If the politicians don't know, yet what for more? Speaker, there is a place in Aladuha, Omoton beans. And now, I'm saying, top beans. Beans I drew 50 Ghana. Gobe, Gary, and I took a picture of the new price list. And I edited. Yeah. I think you know that.
My favorite one.
That is it. Gary,
package,
50 Ghana, 60 Ghana.
But first,
No, it wasn't like that.
The package, yes, a different.
The first time.
Mr. Speaker, Accra Han. Baby, I will pass a woody and a tray a cow.
And I make us say,
no.
I'm just telling you, sir.
How can you are exaggerating too much? So who could go Behona Beton 50 cities? I can also show you a place around East Legon or Motongobe with 20 cities. You can get everything you want. So I am not justifying the fact that we are not in normal time. Then what could you picture what I need? So now, one now go be 50 cities now. What could now one
oh, buy now be born common. I ask for who betray me. I don't know what to say. Why you speak like this? What it means is that whatever you come and say
your price list. Say see me jina me to me rub baby akoto emo watch it. I'm beto am 70 cedis a pack.
Before.
But I think say before that you should ask him the component of the gobe.
What's the component of the gobe? Gobe component then yendim.
Also my picture of a name which is a basic thing I will be.
You see
baby I will do what you say.
You see
Let me clarify that. Before Enra.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Me the 20 kwa me tobi. Before Enra, na me kwa I'll tell you.
Mr. Speaker.
Just my make no. Me kwa me to say.
Yeah.
What I say, we say, but Enra me go through hodo. At the new list abo.
Okay.
And not just so.
When last did you buy? And how long has it taken now? What's it from 15 cities in 50? Come on. What statement? Say who turn 15 no? Say who turn 15?
Just a second. You see, with 20 cities, you see with 20 cities now, all can. You see with 20 cities now, Clinton air cannon. And yes, possible. No, but you see, the amount, the other Clinton actually has been question. They say, that's what I would tell me. The other Clinton actually has been question. Baby, no crowd to business day out. People change how they package. People change their place of sales. There are a lot of employ even additional people. Other skills. No, contribute to the increase. No, let me end with this. Baby, Clinton better on the gobe 20 CD. The say will be Clinton. They say before not turn saying because that place before now go craft 5 CD that quantum he would buy for 20 CD he would have bought it with 5 CDs
okay
into 20 CD too but the child said the price has escalated.
Exaggerate too much.
Good morning.
East Logo is it just one?
Come
Exaggerate too.
Now what you not saying?
na okay no de egumusa be ne den manage senior ma be koyi nti abribia hihye akase bia hihye no be shia big opportunity bi na Maakye but we are in it egumusa yenwu ye de
as a why slow man
menye slow
sir
eso on kwa na wade na stories be no because stories are me saka no na bro ni go baby Brony go baby anything.
Very well. My insurance here that you didn't come on. This week a lot of issues that no other SCC. But your 8 after 8. I Kessben. What join here? Thank you so much for your time. Your number is here 0550596929 0550596929 0550567929. Yeah, numbers are the Juma. This week, Snits was back in the news with the latest demonstration on Tuesday. Happened here. It was led by the Honorable Kuje Toablakwa. And Hong Kong more yeba ababedi. We are yeba NIB issues. No so na people have begun questioning the audacity and then the meriting here. The National Investigative Bureau ebeye survey na wamobe making the public mean the professionalism aspect a cover of Jumano and no home como anope yebedi na afei the allegations of say Ubia said and washed report here na welikino and also we'll come back to that na afei yatuaso anywhere and como enti mami shasiye ewo Clinton so na mintie no for 10 minutes Clinton mami for 10 minutes on the Senate issues na yantuaso.
Okay, let us see. I think over the week, we've had our center-left colleagues, blowing hypocritical horns on the Senate takeover now, Honorable Brian, legally, when it was put on auction or to me putting in the bid to secure. Yeah, wahajina. Yankomo ayedi de bia ne say. Adan na wo say aban ebie adwuma. Aban eja adwuma mu ama obi asom na wa manage. Aban eye ade na se ope aboafo. Later the aboafo no benya invest interest every month. Yede ma abonten so for. Yakofa expatriates so abonten no ma be repatriate interest ni revenue na no mo de call mu krom. This is not the first time SNIT at auction or Madia someone has put in a bid to go for it. under Omomo government. So Ahoy is more share Cape Coast Hotel you are aware. Snake Guest House, Iowa Kumase, Omotunton. We are all aware of that. Even with those ones, none of them was advertised or put on auction for people to come in. But the NTMP say we understood the need to create that space for anybody who have the capacity to manage it and keep the revenue here to support. Not to even talk of Obia or only the largest hotel in West Africa. A hotel of a capacity of more than 2,000. And we think that he doesn't have what it takes to acquire these facilities. Where did we go wrong as a nation? Say, Obi owa ahodi obe to manage a facility ebe somo ye hu dede e kasa te se nipa no sebe wo ye obi a wabo krono and we nya ne japade. When these discussions came up, two things were up in my view: the reputation of the person and abrabo nipa no abo. Clearly we are all complaining because omo kasa no e mana koye se omo ye Ghana for esen ebimo bayi na Ghana for se nipa no wan hoden a obetumi di akwa facility na dinti and we say ye hu dede wa organize up a 50-50 amount for the omadi wachi blowing horns in this current moment we criticize Abino from the first year till the 8th year without offering any proper solution to why we should give you the mandate as president. Ufili said the energy at this time, no, there was a say something that has been legitimately given out. You bring people together and walk on the streets, causing destruction on the streets and disturbing public peace. Because
disturbance to public
because yedema nipa ne de we okay, but yedema obia ono no are running the hotel from 2008 till now. It is a challenge to you. 2008. It is a challenge to you. Mr. Speaker, it is a challenge to you. What bonne bra a building home. A building home, a babedru samri. Ose oni ahodi obetu media manage facility na wa akwa no. What are you talking about? On say when Honorable Brian is speaking on this issue, no, or there, Timono, or there, Yenuamo NDC for say almost say we're running at a loss 2023. Omunko extracted data, no, almost on my interceptor or GR, no, famra, or the fee atuso, the hotel atuso, atrone dosu. Your level of desperation to come to power, direct that energy to why we should give you the nod. Jai criticism cinema Ghana for Jai ma omo so omo ye neutral no omo nka aban bia no o ya de na ye ebo wabaso o ya de nya e be criticize o na sa wo mimi Christian na o 60 na ekura me no men drive ye nti emphasize ane ma wa. What is the alternative you are bringing? This small moment you hit on the street, small moment you want to hit on the street because you feel that will give you that public atmosphere now say fighting for us when you are being a hypocrite. No, where did we go wrong as a nation? Say Rock City Hotel cannot manage facilities on Maakye.
I don't think the contest is about managing,
but it's about what?
It's about the conflict of interest aspect of the whole thing and how a minister will know a part of cabinet. I mean, will acquire state interest in properties belonging to the entire nation. Those are the major concerns I will raise. And again, the second point is about how you would want to sell a hotel, presumably, and make a profit.
It's not making profit. They are running at a loss. They are not making profit. They are not making any profits. They are running at a loss. States any challenges. Their revenue is ripping in. It's not helping them. And so they think they should hand it over to someone who can best manage it and get the revenue they need. And it is best. See, on the side of conflict of interest, I said the company is separate from the person. This is an individual. All the documents or they put it in the bid, it meets the demander or the acquire facility. And I'm making emphasis say, the people who sit here and complain about, they own almost half of Senate properties are putting it out. They didn't even advertise it. But it's not a conversation of MPP, and it's a conversation of who has the financial muscles and the capacity to handle these facilities for us. It's a conversation on conflict of interest and what have you, I think, is neither here nor there. Let us look at the weight of the person who have acquired it. Does he have what it takes? What's where intercepted documents be? Until we have demonstration, release it. Let people have access to it. Let us have an intellectual dialogue around the issue. These are the documents that shows that a rock sits in a crowd on to me manage it. Then people can, based on that document, and justify your case that yes, we shouldn't give it to him. But sorry, keke. Now go hit him on the street because of say open because you want to impress your flag bearer and your appointment need to be in. So now you want to assume that office and make sure say Mr. Speaker, I wear to be thrown on opa na nopa na asesa. I think say maybe some of these things I mean who say yewura okuje to black way no it is targeted at those areas because we've moved past those times with the propaganda ebeye bibia come out with the facts. What alleged? What can 1, 2, 3 things be awsha and ntemi enfama no? What are your documents that you are bringing in to defend it? Kasa no edos. Kasa edos woni mumra. He knows where to handle his cases. A 280 streets now on your first resort, no just say a demonstration also yeah. Then a farmer dream and a hamikakra because you should know where to handle your issues. Because you document what proof he said 2020 running at a loss. He doesn't have what it takes to manage it. Only they apart from and I think that is the only substantial case they have made on Omu demonstration. No. Because they would be in a wrong, they will be contradicting themselves to even come from the angle you are coming from on the conflict of interest. Because they have people who own net properties which were not even put on auction. Nobody heard of it. Yetian say Omakwa, Yetian so Omakwa, but we didn't talk about it. Reason being that we believe they have the capacity to manage it, and today those facilities are still running. And so where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong as a nation? Say, Mr. Speaker, now we'll go through all the processes. It doesn't conflict with any law. It doesn't break. It doesn't distract any act or anything in the Constitution. Public sympathy call too much. Then you hit on the street and you make a lot of noise and about the time you mount so much pressure on Ghanaians now fill you with wrong information. Now this will not help us. Out of desperation, about power and about the same Okudeta Black Wire man platforms or explaining 24-hour economy or to top papa. So instead of him to spend much time to get that understanding and come out and tell people what the 24-hour economy is, he thinks that it is all about who go street, crash document, crash and that's what your letter. The only buying ya journey. Say buying no a facility no amobi. Unina swane denya. Unina so pape bia fapim bia.
Mamintie Kwame Mahama for 10 minutes na membra Maakye and Ben so Godwin.
Mr. Speaker, Mamintie with you for no phone na. Mr. Speaker, o platform neso. So I was drawing your attention to something.
Me too.
Say me nua nsem no onim de oka and onim facts surrounding it. The fact is that Lapam make a profit, which is a fact undoubted. Nti so nimna yakika akire ne no ka mebia meka say you see ye na ye politics but ye more information personally you check because your credibility is on the line. Lapam profit from today. Don't go and repeat it anywhere again. Two, please.
No, I wouldn't have come. But how correct me? What's Lapam making profit? Where are the figures you are speaking?
This one is
what
a
is
public.
This one?
It's a
what public knowledge. What are you talking about?
Oh, Mr. Speaker,
no, if my credibility is on the line, then you must be able to come in.
Information available to you and I.
Mr. Speaker, do you have information available? Can you read it out to us?
Please,
Mr. Speaker, no.
No,
I wouldn't interject you, but when you put my credibility on the line, I will not let you go scot-free.
Prove it. Who refuse to admit
the
education I'm giving to you?
But it is not an education. We are speaking to facts. Prove it.
Oh, please.
These are the things they come and they do.
Thank you.
Please.
That's it.
Thank you. Say ya na we na see o man ni mo aye din a oni yen.
It has nothing. Don't divert the conversation. with the facts.
This is politics
Tell me.
of insult.
I am
Politics
not
of
insulting you.
hypocrisy.
You have made
politics
a point.
of arrogance.
Oh,
Please
Mr.
let me
Speaker.
talk. Mr. Speaker, you see.
No, Mr. Speaker, let's
Yeah,
draw the
oh.
curtain on that statement. No, make it. My credibility was on the line.
Clinton Medase, I'll correct it, so don't worry. It is clear that there is a fact. Say, I mean, as we speak, as at last year, no, Labadi Beach Hotel made some level of profit.
That is it. I don't know why you are this. Please, Mr. Speaker, stop this. Stop this. You have goofed. I said you have goofed. You lied.
No,
you lied.
not lied in
You
any way.
lied. Let me speak. Please, Mr. Speaker.
You said you clarified.
Clinton,
So I'll be waiting.
He has just clarified. What do you want
He
to
made
do?
the statement just like how you did.
I'll give you the figure.
You
Mr.
give
Speaker,
it.
don't worry.
worry.
All my figures. Thank God.
Clinton,
Who
I'll give you
Who there me Judy? Umani we are all apologizing for lying to your audience. Mr. Speaker. Oh.
My mouth figures, no,
Oh.
Clinton. So we can proceed on this one. I don't like the back and forth.
That is it.
No. Now I'll give you the figures from a year Labadi. So now this is it in terms of profitability. Now this is a Senate document. This is what they say: profitability made losses in the last 2 years out of the past 14 years. Okay. Now, Labadi Beach has consistently paid dividends over the years. The average return on investment for Labadi Beach Hotel was 1.7% since 2012 to 2017, and the average was 5.2 for the period of 2012 and 2022. Now, this is what the figures are saying in terms of profitability. Let me begin from a year 2010. Now, in 2010, the total turnover for Labadi Beach Hotel was 10,750,393. Now, net profit after tax in 2010 was 484,463. You come to 2011. Fast forward to 2011, the net profit after tax was 3,326,373. Now you come to 2012, the net profit was 3,156,349. Over a year 2013, they did 280,337, which is the far most low a year profit after tax. Now 2014 they made 2,083,124. In 2015 they made 3,381,751. 2016 they made 4,562,327. Now in 2017, where the NPP government came in, they made 1 million after tax. This is profit after tax. They made 1,795,931. In 2018, they made 3,971,305 Ghana cedis. In 2019, they made 8,125,439. 2020 was 7,064,431. 2021 was 7,679,413. Then in 2022, over 30,534,709. Then comes 2023, and also 51 million. So those are the records. This is a Senate document. It is not from any.
Mr. Speaker, so book don't lie. Me, the first time I meet you, I don't know your age. But your age mate crap. Oh, you're my brother.
There we don't.
No, me, oh, you're my brother. Me too. Man, go count baby. Because you goofed. You lied. Let me go on.
Mr. Speaker.
You lied.
Mr. Speaker.
No, let me proceed. Don't worry, Mr. Speaker. Share time. No, after I make sure here. So, Mr. Speaker, you see, all care about legalities of the matter. I don't have a problem if Nipano legally acquires a document or a property. Or care about legality, and say we are being hypocritical because Nipana go through legal procedure. Ye care party or very hypocritical and double standard. That is the NPP. And who defended this process of state capture when Ibrahim Mahama, who wasn't a statesman, who wasn't holding any position, legally tendered for a bid, awarded the contract, and Ibrahim Mahama yeka mining the whole of Africa. The speaker, oh yeah, where? Or you're one of the big mining companies foreign countries are even using. But MPP fuka chire yen say, because ne brother ye president no, he doesn't deserve that contract. Amomu di papa we ni, forgetting say the reputation and life is at stake. At the Brian, or a more human being than Ibrahim Mahama, or more reputation than Ibrahim Mahama. Inti a wo tijano wo kasa about reputation and life a welidi. Ibrahim Mahama has led more life than Brian Champon. Mobile power. Because of that, mu betwemu. And now Tiana Yasmo say, Brabe defending, you are defending, forgetting that this particular attitude, you spoke against it when you were in opposition, even though now Ibrahim Mahama holds no office under the era of the brother. You need that moral right to defend this. You can't be hypocritical. Who any party and a hypocritical double standard. The next issue, Mr. Speaker, about NDC people holding office. Matis or Mokas NDC hold some state Senate hotels or Kumasi to date.
The Ahoys.
No, to date. Kumasi, they want to mean Bobby adding here. Ahoy didn't work in Winnie, but let me tell you. I had two separate issues, and I will explain to you.
BJ.
As at the time they wanted to establish that hotel, they needed shareholders. And meaning in the company law. It was as at the time of the establishment of the hotel that Yepen Crawford invested. Oh, shame. So they ever share the establishment of the hotel. I say it is different from say hotel Nejina Brane. Na yeton. I had two separate things. Including me putting square holes in square pegs in round holes. And yet possible. My culture was at me. But anytime I come on set, I try to fact check even things they have given to me to come and say. To me, I mean, now when I mean 2 people before for say, yes, your party will tell you to be saying certain things, but because of the education we have acquired, let's fact check them. If there's no need for you to speak about it, you can find a nice way to meander your way. Maybe beyond the until I two separate things altogether. Until if I will justify with data, Emfa. Let's look at now. Let me go into the matter. Or see, Brian Ade, Okujoto Ablakwa say on issue statement. On issue the fact on this issue say, Rock City emeki losses. Nyamin chadie, anopawe I chanced on some Okujoto Ablakwa's Facebook. Unim sa anopawe or Metro. Good morning Ghana. Or say. Wishing you all a good Friday. I shall be responding to Honorable Brian Champon challenge to me on Metro TV this morning. Meaning after here, go and play again. Or better, do you see all evidence on the set? But the fact is that the person Brian Etias say, "Say catch the Okujoto Ablakwa say, ultimately the facts no eba obemano hotel and now dying. It's not enough." Say Brian him say. In seminar Ablakwa Eka fan ono a defamatory, falsehood, and factually inaccurate. Equally, also a chance to see Ablakwa.
Exactly.
Our chance to see Ablakwa because a dent on him and dent on his business. But because on him said the Ablakwa cano, it is the fact and the truth. You just go on set and dare him. Dare him for what? Because your reputation and your hotel business is at stake. In the meanwhile, your interest to sue Ablakwa to clear your name should be of a priority to you than saying oh then in there when you scam and not brusuntinu oh there obi say ultimate the document bar obama no hotel amane dying and then people before I know you more in opposition who were poor working didn't even have cars and then you ska there obi say ultimate the evidence bar Mama will dine at my hotel. And yet, one of our founding member this week spoke on top FM. Say MPP4 are the most corrupt party in this country. And sorry for me to say this. The late John Kuma, yes, you $30 million in his account. And the man was asking, minister for just 3 years. Where you need to go account to me. She Cecilia Dapa. Intindo when you scam your casa or casa. But Mr. Speaker, let me just do a brief summary of this whole thing. Share. There's a mean what here and say conflict of interest is pivotal when it comes to governance of any country. Anameboa. A very pivotal. He tries to poo-poo it as if it is not of essence. And very, very important. Because Sobekaya, Mampeni Bedi, Mampeni, o make a statement or say, wow, person we yesika business, our ma be then this place is not meant for you. Because he recognizes the fact, say, so ma be now we business. You will have upper hand over the ordinary people who is not part of my government. Do you get me? That was the rationale behind it. But suddenly, Oluwana Pam 4 has turned out to be taking state assets. And he is yet to speak about it. Let's look at here. Adia Endra Enyeno. And then, granted, impose NDC did same. In human life, you must get to a point. You must get to a point in time. Someone granted, granted that. Where a simple English. You see, maybe I don't want to respond to them because people who can misconstrue, review to mean cancel. No, it tells you their sense of reasoning. Granted, they don't understand anything. Let me end with this. You see, even in human life, you must get to a point in time in life and say, Suban we are made a lady, my head, Mejai. NDC did, MPP did. It must get to a point that we must all come together to say, enough is enough. Into no say, or the private member bill, Ebeko Parliament. Now you are passing Emra to curtail all this nonsense in court. Because yentimin pound crofo enkwa bemu. We pay you with taxpayers' money. Yet alone. And you as ordinary people enjoy. Not the same officials who muzzle them and boot them away and tend to take those things. It must end. Intiminia, many women may in different way. Brian a champion so far has not been able to counter all claims adduced by a black one. So himself a company no a profiter. What stops him from also bringing his document out say or profit? Than also hiding his own document if he's interested. The question is what does he lose? The question is what does he lose? The document should he decide not to go forward and take this?
If you want that, you can go.
So enough is enough.
Speaker.
Yes.
Not be of my dream, some catch.
I didn't know what you must say,
but I'm on fire, Madam Article. And as we say, Speaker, on this Brian issue, you have done come Kakra. And now I'm in a NDC for demonstration.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's a Blackwell demonstration or NDC for demonstration. I didn't follow. I think one person who made my day on that demonstration, Neil Ante van der Poel.
Oh yeah, then
he did not limit the issue to Senate hotels or Broaddoon Basin to talk about state capture. Abanja Padia Echo, regards to land and what have you. And for me, that should have been the core
objective of the demonstration.
Of the objective of the demonstration. But say you zero in on the 4 hotels. What it means is that your agenda against nipa na or top hotel no. What I say? Na enye the interest na the issue no na ehia ye because ye ton aban sase ye ton aban japade na ye ton aban hotel a adena hotel no nkwa na ye ne subject say ye be pursue na ya jai the rest of the issue eho na ye me concern but I think say ni aye eduma wo ho me come nimu no on the 17th of May and our black quasi were petition charge. A besine. My name says charge a man response. So response no not favorable. I don't know. There is no progress report from our black one and Kassan. And why elected to obey a demonstration. I think a constitutional right granted to every Ghanaian say Ubitimia decided to hit on the street any day, anytime you want. So when you're happy about certain things, So you got a citizen, ama.
Yeah.
My father lawyer was deal with so. I would want us to go to court to go and seek the true interpretation
of
Article 78, Clause 3.
Okay.
But for the avoidance of doubt and for the purpose of your listenership or your viewers, and how can Article 78 Clause 3 no mamia na media din komo. Yes, so you got
78.
Yeah, 78 Clause 3. 78.3. You see, you were mra, I will mind we. And a month for you say, or mom farmer no nye day. I need Juma. There be a catch them with a parliament a crime scene. Me come on to my seat. As a layman sitting here, my layman understanding of Article 78.3.
Article 78, Ministers of State. 1. Ministers of State shall be appointed by the President with a prior approval of Parliament from among members of Parliament or persons qualified to be elected as members of Parliament, except that the majority of Ministers of State shall be appointed from among members of Parliament. Clause 2. The President shall appoint such ministers, such number of Ministers of State as may be necessary for the efficient running of the state. Now, Clause 3 states that a Minister of State shall not hold any other office of profit or emolument, whether private or public, and whether directly or indirectly, unless otherwise permitted by the Speaker, acting on the recommendation of the committee of Parliament on the grounds of A, that holding that office will not prejudice the work of a minister, and B, that no conflict of interest arises or would arise as a result of the minister holding that office.
Thank you. At what point in time? And Yabe who said Brian, a owner of Rock City. At the time Brian was made your friend day, a minister of national security. Not or a owner of the hotel. Wababe a Greek minister or a owner of this same hotel. Nini nanso oko parliament. There's an appointment committee. Did they ask him about this issue? Why did they allow him? If he cannot hold whether private or public. So we're private. So why was he allowed? Why was he cleared to go and be a minister in the first place? Babeka Jeremy say you are standing on Article 78.3 and then 98.2 to challenge him of owning a hotel and wanting to buy this. No, Meba. Metiana Namokasa.
They can't prevent you from holding the office. But there must be, you have to write to a committee for the committee to give you their. But the appointment committee cannot hold you because you are holding the office. That's why they made it. The committee must give you that approval.
Not that committee. Not the appointment committee. Appointment committee can block the appointment of any nominee.
Exactly.
Appointment committee of parliament have the power to block any nominee from the president. Say, if you don't qualify as specified in the law, and in this case, the letters and everything are clear. Say, must say, or your owner of the hotel, for that matter, he does not qualify to even hold interest in any other thing, either private or this. But in this case, we are better parliament. Appointment committee of NDC MPP. Mo vetino, clear no. Then today, you are saying so this same person you have given a certificate of appointment to go and work on to me hold it because he's the owner of Rock City. Wherein lies the truth. And Ukraine at the time they were vetting Brian, a black guy was on the committee. Meboa. He was on that committee.
The National Security Minister.
Yes. That Bena, Obey Minister no San ownership nana. All I'm saying is that Parliament should try and do due diligence on a manfua or mobile appear before them when they are nominated. Moya rough work say we are, then you want to disturb us.
So otherwise, what you are saying is that whether or not say Onye the owner of Rock City,
yes.
I mean, we'll go through the processes.
He has gone to Parliament.
Some of these articles I read,
yeah.
ought to have brought up.
Yes, but no, for whatever reason, I don't want to say maybe for the inducement. Do you get it? They swept it under the carpet and allow him to go and work. And then, if we are arguing conflict of interest, my yesterday debate, and I'll repeat it today, not because Brian doesn't even know me, but I know what I can know. You ban conflict of interest. You must have a direct control or direct influence over something, or indirectly. Directly, how can Brian influence Senate? Because Oya a Greek minister. I want to be told. No, and nobody is addressing that issue. How can Brian influence decisions of Senate? So no, conflict of interest. I'm talking about conflict of interest.
Senate is not a private business.
Should I give you pen?
No.
If you want, I can give you pen and paper.
I'm saying that.
Maybe start question.
No, Senate. No, the question can be answered. Senate is a government institution. They will always seek for government approval. And that government approval will go through cabinet. The man is a cabinet minister. So I don't know what you are saying. Don't create an impression as if Senate is a private business, which they do things on their own. Before they will decide to diversify their shares, they will write to government. I don't know why you are saying it.
You weren't happy.
No. I'll seek for his.
I will not join you.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, Senate is directly under the Ministry of Finance. That is the point I'm trying to make. So because it's under Ministry of Finance, you don't expect the Ministry
any control.
Only control as a Greek minister.
Yes, but he's simply
understanding of conflict
of
interest.
Yeah, that is indirectly.
No, he's simply telling you.
That is an indirect.
No,
he's simply telling you, say. But me miss a question. He's simply telling you, say, before the board, finally took the decision, say, okay, we will let go 60% of our shareholding in those hotels, board ever make a recommendation to cabinet.
That is it.
Cabinet must sit on it, deliberate on it, and take a proper decision as to whether or not
they will approve.
You better approve one diversity. And
that man is part of the decision
making.
The
concerns are that Brian
cabinet meeting, which is there.
Our prior information
which
that
is it. I don't know why Makati is behaving like this morning.
No. Allow me. I will not join you.
I'm not saying join me.
But
I'm trying to clarify what he thinks he doesn't understand.
I don't need your clarification.
The clarification answers you.
I want to follow up.
Sugar, me see, when I started, this is I always want us to me kind direct influence, and I'm about indirect. Me say directly, grammar, and as a law student, you must pay attention to wording.
He was the one making mention of it.
But direct, he has direct. That's the direct.
Granted,
No.
See how he puts it.
No.
You use
You
granted.
have brought the issue of.
when I
You have brought the issue of. I'm a law student, but I'm saying that.
You said that
Makati, somebody
so direct and indirect.
Somebody who somebody who sits in cabinet. Finance minister also sits in cabinet.
Mention of direct and indirect. Indirectly, you might have a point.
Don't talk.
Directly is out of context.
Madam Fana no see true.
Mr. Memo pen, who still depend? Depend. The man paper now.
Because we are dealing with time.
I'm surprised about you. I don't need your paper. I don't need your paper for
Oh, speaker. As someone no doors.
Yes.
Mama interject to some infancy.
That
That for me.
You are being
Uban direct influencer. He does not have
Direct and indirect.
indirectly as a minister and as a member of parliament, or that indirect influence. Now we'll come to piercing the veil. This whole argument, you're reducing it to Brian. Other than Rock City now, a entity now, I express interest in acquiring this hotel. For me, if we're able to establish, say, Sikana and Rock City, for the hotels, are less. Like documents I've intercepted, I am yet to independently verify and confirm that indeed the figures are Ablakwadia Tuja say a proposed amount of Rock City. There 2 hotels, 9 or so. No. If it is true, then I will say a rip-off. It is rip-off in the sense or so far Labadi Beach Hotel, the range in the year between $37.8 million to $47 million. Then also Obama 21. He said he offered 21 million.
No, but you see, my clarify, baby, you see, what we need to understand is that first of all, hotels require tone.
No, that's what I'm saying. The
hotels are not so.
Yeah.
Shares na ye can was no. Ye nyam tone.
Yes.
The process is no.
Yes.
And again, let's establish the fact that SNIT and 100% of the shares. And 60% and also
very good. And
so those are facts.
That's what we are saying. So Sikana almost Odia Tusonini. Of course La Palma, okay, La Badia 29, La Palma 21, Ridge Royal $8 million, and your friend Elmina $2 million. So as Kawi, according to a Blackwa document, Brian say Anna Rock City or spread this can within 3 years. What I say? Obetua Bina was spread in 3 years. Or no free say by this arrangement, what it means is that all the hotels in the Koye Juma, Tuaka, because all hotels no profit or make year on it can actually take care of itself. So say a say na TSC hotel and KSC a pet 47 million. Now 29 million.
And which hotel?
Labadi.
Yeah.
Labadi 45 million. Now, my your friend 29 million. I have issue. So your town hotel between 37 and 47
documents
per document.
I don't know. Okay, that is from Okujetu.
Alleged.
Okay. But now for what I have, okay. I mean,
from Senate.
Very
good.
My main started from the base. Okay. This whole transaction started in 2018 coming. One more appointee over 9 companies.
Yeah.
Okay. To bid to become your friend is saying technical advisors to the whole transaction. Now one more scaling it down my Ebeka 3. Let me give you the names of the companies,
The three
I Babeka, so selection of transaction advisors. 15 consulting firms submitted expressions of interest at the deadline. Okay, we have Phoenix Africa Capital Management Limited. We have Standard Chartered Bank, Deloitte and Touch, PwC. We have EY Advisory Services. You have Cornerstone Capital Advisors, KPMG.
We're consultants.
KPMG. You have SEM Capital Advisors. You have IC Securities Limited. You have Sentinel Global Advisors Ghana Limited. You have SIC stroke FSL. Or Strategic African Securities Limited. So these were companies, about 15 of them.
The advisors.
Apply said they want to be advisors to the transaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they
on a
scaled
same capital now, you know.
Yes, exactly. Okay. They scaled it down to 6. And almost scaling if you will be able to proposal or their banner. Now they valued their own, your friend is saying, proposals, per a committee, Senate board, you understand, to go through some of these things. And almost scaling it down. 86, I almost shortlisted from the 15, where EY Advisory Limited, Colliers International, KPMG Limited, PwC, Deloitte, and then SEM Capital. And then finally, they realized, so these are the figures they give us. Now, in terms of bidding, KPMG proposals or the buyer was around 1,363,000 Ghana cedis. Offer EY so EY for no at the 696,140 and a buyer. PwC proposals amounted to 582,403. Makati Uchi. Deloitte and Touch at the 514,197. Okay, and a SEM Capital at the 491,986. So in terms of bidding, proposals over the buy no more budget account. I mean, presumably out of the 6, the Senate is telling us that SEM Capital and a near form,
which is
491,986.
Cedis are not dollars.
Cedis, dollars. And to share a year KPMG proposed over $1,363,000. And clearly, SEM Capital then was low. So SEM Capital got the contract to become the transactional advisor. Then you come to Edumana Nkasa. And SEM Capital, Yafano, as transaction advisor. Now, SEM Capital a consortium of 4 other companies. And they tell you, say, and Crawford, one more legalists. So you have lawyers in there who advise. You have civil engineers who, examine and evaluate the hotels, the structure itself. So all those people. So you have a consortium of legal asset evaluation team. You have hotel expertise board, and then you have other people also account. Now they handled the 6 hotels across the country. Okay, they helped Senate to prepare all the documents for the selection of the processes. They undertook due diligence and set up data room, okay, for the potential bidders. And the data room, they explained to you, say, data room here say, ton hotel be a 5-star hotel, because there is an international body a share the sale of hotels. So your evaluation, you must create a data room. Odi data no ebegum so that worldwide obi person access you data na obetimi enya source of information aka say okay say your person ton a 5-star hotel in recent time your ton bi Ghana na your ton bi no ebo A and your DJ or possibly say your ton a 5-star hotel in Kenya your DJ ebo say and comparatively you are not supposed to go down below the international standards obi abebe the hotel for. And they created that data for Senate. And Sana from there, bidders will now come in, okay, with their proposals to bid for the hotel. Now, the data center now, SEM Capital provided, Emma Senate an idea of how much is expected. They make a notice here. How much is expected? Say, ton Labadi Beach Hotel, yen ton is saying, and only expected revenue in Senate's own mind, target, now, this is what they tell you. Now, Obamwana afi Ben so abem. Now, finally, I just want to just give you the background. Yes, the figures. Now they tell you in terms. This is what they say. Bid results. So Labadi Beach Hotel. Okay. At the end of the day. Okay. So quick one. The bidders. Bidders and buyer. Or see the entity tender committee. So there was a committee for me on the 25th of May 2022. Considered the evaluation report. Okay. Of the tender committee and approved the recommendation to invite 6 firms that qualified in the evaluation of the whole thing. Now, 6 companies, were Rock City, Yao Ado Development. Yao Ado Development, me search term is only Octagon.
Okay.
Octagon building, is for Yao Ado. And most people know what Yao Ado, you may think say be or individual, but the Octagon building, a majority shareholder. Then you have Spartan Eves as an international company. They own a lot of companies, hotel facilities around the world. Then you have Temple Investment, also a foreign, West Ridge Developers, Ghana Limited, and then Luxor Hotels Limited. And this I think it's a foreign. And these were the bidders. Okay, I think they were about 9 or so, but almost scaling it down
to 15.
To 15, yes, to 6.
To 6,
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
to 6.
And 6 way Obia so making the proposals to bid. Okay, Anna I feel almost shortlist here. Anna Ebeka 3 out of the 6, almost scaling it down. And 6 Ebeka Yao Ado, Anna Luxor, Anna I feel Rock City as companies. Now, this is what they did. Now, the bidding results, in terms of Labadi Beach Hotel, okay, Rock City offered to give 29, which is in dollars, 29 million 400
USD.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 29.4 million US dollars.
So
then the highest bid is 29.4 million, which is Rock City. Now, the expectation of SNIT, okay, was 23 million 302
as the lowest.
As the no, I'm talking about Labadi as a hotel.
Yeah.
One expectation, Senate expectation, I know was 23 million US dollars. Now they are telling you say Rock City offer 29 million. So in essence, expectation abroso. Okay, by 6.3 million US dollars.
This is a Senate document.
This is a Senate document. Okay. Now you come to La Palm. Okay, then Yao Ado. So Rock City offer 29.4 million. Yao Ado offer $18 million. Then Luxor offer $9.3 million. Then you come to La Palm Royal Beach. Rock City offer $21 million. Yao Ado offer $13.1 million. And then Luxor offered $5.9 million. Then the expected revenue for Senate was $22.5 million for La Palm. Okay? So what it means is that the highest bid are no MR $21 million, which is below your expected revenue. Okay? Your expected bid. Then
but it's higher than options now.
Yes, but I don't know. Rock City they are higher.
That makes him relatively better than the other bidders.
Exactly. Then you come to Ridge Royal. Now, Ridge Royal, Rock City offer $8.4 million. Okay, I don't know was the highest because they tell you say Ridge Royal, Elmina Beach, and then the others. Companies now can bid for it. Okay, I'm bid for just La Palm and then Labadi, but for now Akano, they never bid for it. And see, this is what Rock City offered for Ridge Royal. They offered $8.4 million. Now Senate says no more expected $6.3 million in terms of bid. So what it means is that a honor wasama more than we expected. No. Then you come to Elmina. Rock City offered $2.4 million. They expected, for a year. Senate was $7.7 million. That is what it is. So in total, Oka bids are a buy with the highest, which is in this case Rock City. Yes, Rock City bidded for $61,200,000. Okay, so $61.2 million. Whilst Senate expected bid was 59.1. Okay, so they tell you say clearly, no. I mean,
come on, I'm finding the argument.
yes.
Me pay that part, no.
I think this is
Very interesting.
Okay, so
these are the basics. I mean, to all the conversation.
worry.
Just 2 minutes.
per the document a black radio to Ghana or say agreed price range for negotiations and to Labadino, which is the first between 29.4 million and then 45 million US dollars.
Mr. Speaker.
The second one is 37.8 million to 47 million dollars.
So this is a black figure.
This is figures. And the third one is 8.4 and 15. Then the last one, which is Elmina, no, 4.7 and 13. And in his argument, what he's saying is that the honorable minister took the lowest, the always or far minimum, no. What I say, but who could do Elmina no crowd there 4 plus and what so and I could find 2 million. And I argue so these hotels as some current revenue or more generating can actually take care of themselves. Ufa sales who try in 3 years.
Okay.
So as you can now about 61 million.
No, so
between in 3 years. So 3 years there, who the man will be to me.
Mr. Speaker, before we swiftly move to the next.
No.
My main condition, because
I'm just being fair. Ben, there's just one thing. Why have they left Senate in all this debate? Because Senate for open tender, or 1 year assessment, and it's a shortfalls be a bar. Why are we not talking about a committee net criteria to the Rock City? Rather, we are targeting the person behind Rock City.
Very well.
That is where I have issue.
May I say, I'll get back to you. Ben, Mamintio for 10 minutes. Any day, coin.
Maybe no more 2030.
If I tell me, some interject here, and I'm ready to give you the basis, Mamintio.
All right. Mania, some of these issues, you know.
Yeah. Mamintio, Ben.
So BBC about media more. Many surprised. Many surprised because your political parties never come hano no. Political parties do no property owning political parties, and that is individual based property owning political parties. At any moment in time, no, most of them don't prefer say state ability production. All right. And for that matter, even if a state institution is doing well, because of orientation and ideology, you know, they prefer say private individuals be manage some of these things. I'm not surprised that obviously there's a state capture, there's a capitalist-led government. That is the orientation and philosophy behind MPP. And even NDC, because NDC, they are also tilted towards the center. And no, you have to know political orientation. They are also tilted towards the center. So it's either you are leftist or you are rightist. Right. And if you are a right or left, which are mostly extreme, you know, most of the rights are nationalist parties. And they believe that anything must belong to the nation. The left is also an extreme form of also a nationalist party, but also believe that the state must have access to the means of production. But anything center, there's individualism in it. So, what the MPP say or Tonwa, because that's their orientation. And that is why I think that most of the voters in Ghana must be educated on political philosophy of these two parties and ideology. So that's autumn bibia and young because honone honomono are buying intimi nye bibia mani nye one no honomono or mine no intimi bibia mani just ankre or mine de ni so behye mra a ebeboa ama ankre na yadwuma. And that is what is happening. Minia, why should someone sell a property that is yielding dividends to state? Or why should someone want to partner an entity to have profit sharing or dividend sharing of an entity a yield dividends to the state? Sanka entity and yield dividend. Nanka o pese woton because of saying yield dividend to be an state who say me boka. Ti me boka na de yemfa mo bi na bi anipa ne hwe ne yi a ya nyamfaso e de ama mine.
Exactly what they are doing. In their thinking, or Senate tells you, say, or turn 60%. Now only 40%. Now turn all turn. Okay, it is for him to make other money, sir. A bit me abuano man sustaining the other businesses.
Okay, so
it is a independent manages 60%. No, now when you're faswa, he's still in there. He gets a share.
You are perfectly right, but turn all turn. Can you say all turn? Dividends and no only property na ebe any dia. So which means Senate today is looking at sika obenya nene than running internal rate of returns. And I say the future benefits are ebeba. Or pescali ne yao. So if I understand the way you are,
he's tried over the years.
I know, but over the years now what try no.
Yeah.
Or pescali ne. Instead of saying, "Then be dia fibi obenya dividends no, on pay 100% dividend, or percent meton na da achimenya 40% dividend." And yes or no?
Yes, because the assumption is that 60%, nipa ne ba as majority shareholder, no. So what me running a year, I mean dividend never cost. The assumption
when your energy,
no,
the assumption is that Senate Emma a company called Legacy. One contract. One are the managers of the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they tell you say, they are unable to do anything. At the end of the year, so they
but I just read you say that they make dividends, they make profit. And I know now
profit making it different from paying dividend.
No. If
company make profit, but as shareholders, they don't get dividend because we are no account yourself also call maintenance. Into what is our profit,
No. It's not Yanko P&L maybe a better accounting kakrawa. Right? Say accounting kakra any time obe declare profit untumi nka say within the profit no maintenance via my brother the obetuani maybe corporate tax. If you corporate tax, yes. So if after tax obikasa or the maintenance, it's not true, my brother. Let's educate our listeners. You subtract all those things, then you get your dividend. Any expenditure is taken out of revenue. Whether operational expenditure, cost of sales, BPA. Yes, so if you declare profit, then the maintenance may be. Hey, is that speaker?
No, I'm referring to their document, a Wabon thing, okay? So let me read to you. Labadi.
Yes.
Dividends, profitability.
Yeah.
Or say, in the past 14 years,
yes,
Labadi Beach Hotel has made profit in the last 2 years out of the 14. When it comes to dividend payment, Labadi Beach has consistently paid dividends, okay, over the years. And only a Labadi. Then you come to Ridge Royal. Now, Ridge Royal has made losses in all its existence of 8 years of operation.
Yeah, no free.
Ridge,
no, you seen change. No, I mean,
so I'm coming. Ridge Royal Hotel has not paid dividend in all years of operation. Okay, and this year started from 2016. Now you come to your friend is saying Buzua Beach Hotel. Buzua Beach Hotel has made losses in 9 years out of the past 14 years. Has not paid dividends in all its years of operation. Okay, so or your shareholder,
all its years of
operation, exactly.
Can be correct.
Okay.
Because Buzia 9 years.
I'm coming.
When I was in Takra, the Buzia Beach was there.
I'm coming. Now you come to your friend is saying Elmina Beach, okay? Made losses in 9 years out of the past 14 years, okay? Has not paid dividends in all its years of operation. This is what Senate is telling you. Then you come to La Pab, okay? made losses in 11 years out of the past 14 years, then it comes to dividend payment, has not paid dividends in 8 years of operation. So this is what the institution only shares.
First of all, I think that this document, was not well prepared. Was not well prepared. Was cooked, and I'll never trust this document. As a maybe my accounting background, kakra, I'll never. So what do you mean by 9 out of 14? What do you mean by maybe 9 out of 11 or 13 or whatever they say? Which years were these profits made? And why? And why were dividends not paid? Because at the end of the year, if profits are declared, dividends must be paid. So why were dividends not paid? They should explain why the dividends were not. So be the core maintenance. Even one of them, according to you, in the last 2 years, I started making profit, which means or turning over. So if the company is turning over, making profit and declaring dividends, why do you sell it? Maybe problem, no. For example, one that is making losses and not declaring profit, not there. I don't have a problem with it. Because yes, I don't have a problem with it because Eddie Cabrayan. Until he will be able to managing a profit. But you're not making profit, the old tone is saying. You're making profit is saying. Wow, so where that is
and an answer also a documenting him. So almost say 6 hotels, 3 lots. 3 lots, the
answer doesn't justify stupidity. Excuse me, my brother.
I'm giving you what is there. Now you disagree with them, you can share your opinion. Okay. But I mean, you are dealing with an institution. Exactly. So if the institution is also giving you an explanation, you can't say you will not consider the.
All right. So let me have a special topic to go on.
Exactly. We are coming to that.
The time, no.
The Senate for the Senate for 6 hotels. I know crash shares we must say 6 hotels. So what kind of company 5 no air boka. 1 making profit, but the 5 na boka na person to no investor will be interested. Okay, and then the hotels are in regions, into a cluster or La Palm and Labadi at the same location, or Ridge Royal and the back Elmina in central region, or the other one Buzia
in western region,
exactly. And see 1 more in a lot, and that is how they did their bidding. And to what bid there, I mean, you bid for everything. The more reason why they claim to explain, say, one more demand, Rock City, because other companies nearby, I'm bidding for the other 4. They only bidded for La Palm and then Labadi.
You see, it's not entirely true. So we will justify.
I'm not justifying.
No, maybe it's not even true.
And what it says.
It's not for. I just think that they just wanted to lay their hands off these particular entities because sell your property. You determine what you sell, and if persons are interested, if they are interested in taking the liabilities of companies or making profit based on even the asset of the company, someone can bid in for that company because of her asset now. The only challenge of a maybe managerial thing I'm making losses. And if I'm bringing that expertise in, I can overturn based on the assets of this particular company.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Buzia Beach.
So Obi Kase, they just want to sell it. But you see, you see, some of these properties are state-owned properties, and for that matter, we have to analyze based on the state interest. First, Labadi, for example, is situated within a land which belongs to maybe the La people. I don't even know whether the La people, they have interest in this Labadi, in the hotel. Because we come around them time the land no krama and whoever built it there no yanyiska.
Yes, that of Winnie they said it. And I know Winnie
I know about La Palme and La
We have few minutes left. We can't stay on this forever.
I think there are some corrections there was me make.
No, your amount of time now.
You are not the one to tell me that now.
You must have a day for NDC.
I don't know why you need a different time for rebuttal.
Yes.
May wrap up now. When we are going to sell these properties, we must also know that these properties are situated in lands as our lands no grano. Yanka wase me ye dia che aban. Na odi che aban because onim say e aban property. And to benefit them.
A very good point.
So why do you want to sell a land or no dia che no to an individual to become an individual property? And that is why I was happy to see the La Chief B.
Yeah.
In the demonstration. I was even thinking that this demonstration or whatever we call state capture should have not been led by politicians. It should have been led by the people of Ghana, because Ghana has taken them for granted. It should have been led by the people of Winneba, the people of Takrady, because it is their land. And will be person or the common private individual. And at the end of the day, no, there be a mechanic krum ha. State in Timinya, most of the profitable companies in Ghana are state-led. Most kroma, Numa mo declare profit Kessben, most of them either joint venture or state-led. Most of them. This is better say man crown and enriching people who do not even suffer and toil for this data. That no kruha ne biguno. Because at the end of the day, onu beji hoteli, and here the workers crown piomi. Because or a private person and at the end of the day, no profit motive no dream. So on the message channel. Yeah. You know media na elas. Media, I've seen the media fraternity. Go to GBC. You may be saying they are not doing well, but they pay their staff well compared to other media houses.
So we don't jail free buying.
Sanity until we come no la palm ni why yes so many profit no grant. The state pays them well to be able to cater for their families.
I could take you over interim position. Also in dollars. Didn't you read that one?
But Ubako privite person no. On Ubako will be 500 cities, 200 cities. So we have to when we want to sell something, let's analyze all these things in the interest of state than just making people rich for no work done in this country.
Very well. But I say, Clinton, now today.
I think, sir,
for your rebuttal.
I would have to appreciate the intellect we've had in this particular topic. And I like the fact that we've referred to this particular document from SNIT that states categorically that, and yes, sir, yeah, sorry, and your term property in Brian. I like the fact that you read in between the lines for us to know, said there were 9 scaled down to 6, and those who came in with the bid, he gave the best of bid, under which reason they gave him the not to take over. I want to also clarify that he made mention of a lot of things that are fact-checking and what have you. I fact-checked also, and I noticed that SNET doesn't even go to cabinet. The SNET corporate governance structure, and they atomo board. Maybe they might seek external advice, but it doesn't fall within Omo activities so Omo cabinet, because he made mention that Ebeko cabinet will decide and Brian is there so he would influence it. That is not true. So you should fact check. That is the other thing. And the other thing is that you made reference to Ibrahim Mahamad's conversation that Ibrahim Mahamad, let me tell you that the court Ibrahim Mahamad bid say a legal and a legitimate. Can the government say and farmer? Is it possible? Say the court they battled it out in court and he lost. And why did he lose? Let me read what I have here. It said that the court ruled that exorting cubics did not have the mining right as required by law to be engaging in mining. And this was the basis under which they couldn't access that particular asset and asset at the corona or your person addition Ninian Sano. And so all these are the intisal because Ibrahim Mahamad no ni cabinet na the man and people for Jeffrey in Sema Ayamra. If you fact check, you should know that it is the law that prevented some of these things from getting to him.
Thank you.
It's young farm requirements. Onupo one bid, one tender in a bid for it. And so I think that clarity must be made. Thank you.
Why name Ibrahim Mahamad mining and started mining even under former President Kufuor?
Yes, but you can be doing
Wait,
mining.
I'm coming. Or see,
The acquisition.
the statement he read is that they don't have the license. And I'm saying that why name him Ibrahim Mahama? Please. Oh, you see, I won't accept this again. Okasa na my dina, Okasa. At least we flow nicely. Let me talk, please. I didn't agree with everything you said, so allow me. I beg you. Talk. Into being him say Ibrahim Mahama mining and they have licenses. 2, Mr. Speaker. You see, why mun that senator no? Is it not government appointees? Board, why they form a board? Is it not buying a form a board? So what is the argument that enquire by ho? I'm saying that
the correction.
There is no state institution able taking this major policy proposal enquire by ho.
Cabinet.
It will go. And let me tell you, the speaker.
You lied. You must accept that.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you.
This kind of disrespect must stop.
You lied. When I made a statement, you couldn't even prove that I
lied. You have also been used to lie. Please respect yourself. I beg you.
You've lied and you must be corrected.
Oh Christ.
Mr.
Speaker, you see, document you are kind. Where beside who say, and I think Ben is here. Maakye, I want to draw attention to something on the issue of the direct conflict of interest. Where beside who say, they in all the bid, Brian proposal, more than all the Senate expected amount. Let me tell you, if for nothing at all, I have worked at the local government before. Per document. Yes. So I'm using it as a basis. When you go through tendering, Mr. Speaker, the amount that will be proposed, MBA a secret. MBA a secret.
Yeah.
What will tender in, you will know the amount.
Exactly.
So if you have a government minister who is in government, there is that possibility that he will be privy to the proposed document by Senate, for which he will be bidding more than all what Senate is giving out. I don't know whether you're getting me. I mean, they are proposing more than their Senate they put you on bid.
In your view,
there is that conflict of interest that Nippon a minister, Makati, finance minister and also a minister in the same government. They all go to cabinet. So definitely he will be privy to all these documents for which Senate wants to justify, say, Brian proposed more than what they wanted, for which they are giving to you. It is because he's in government.
It's because he's in government. What are you saying? So, now what you muna NI before Abba say one more survey. Now survey no one more year no mpacho. What was the Dr. Maakye Opoku Prempeh ne lady? Intino. Your father's running mate. Magati mamincho. Yes.
Who was our reporter?
Say then.
7-page document.
I want one.
Oh, me.
Who a copy?
I have a copy.
I fastened the boy because I mean, yeah, copy.
So maybe because I can once a man. Now we see first show with me need data
for documents.
I did
come in Godwin. Obi you be here now. That's not the so pe kan answer.
Speaker.
Yes.
Nentia me say me raho and say according to NIB no. Omo ye survey we between 12th of June and then 14th of June. And omo release on the 15th of June. The document is intended to be confidential.
A secret document.
Set national security, an arm of national security, are conduct to survey for the purpose of decision making. A year confidential. Na adie bechi. Newspapers, front page. Newspaper biya do newspaper biya radio discussing, social media everywhere. Then I ask myself, is it truly a confidential document? What was it meant for? Is it said Omodi for so Dr. Bamiasi on to Obiana? What is national security's interest? In Obia Dr. Bamiasi finance in running mate. What is their interest? You see, for national security to allow themselves to be used by an individual, for me, it's a shame.
Where the individual means was.
Who said?
Oh, but they've not disputed it.
Logo that won't be but their logo and everything is on it. I see Daily Graphic I carry. Which paper Namfa? It's been discussed everywhere. Have you heard National Security say no more?
So this is how they do their research there.
That is what they do.
No, I'm asking.
That is what they do. They've made reference to January.
Resources. They are wasting our resources.
They made reference to a January 2024 survey of Maakye in this same regard. For me, I'm twisting. Speaker,
yes.
But the main issue, almost a sample size, they spoke to about 5,116 delegates.
Yeah.
Region, national officers, and what have you. This is purely delegate matter. And Naponia 76%.
Yes.
Aduchumanya 10. Others, 4.5. Who formed the others? It is never expressed in their report. Oseche Mensabusu 3.38. Joe Wise 3.34. Then when Frema 3.34. Then Joe Wise 2.27. Sika mama ya masono uka we nyina bomwa. It is even not up to 100. It is not up to. It is short by 0.8. That's it. 99.92%. Another issue. This report failed to say Nentia don't want to say Naponeye best. The same report failed to establish Nentia Napo is perceived as the party's choice. This is nothing short of cook report.
And this is a cooked report.
It's a cooked one.
In your own assessment.
And you cooked. Yeah? And now who were Angel TV, Angel or social media, they posted something there. Or producers can help you. Attributed to President Kufuor. President Kufuor can say he was given the free will to choose whoever he wanted.
Fake. That document is fake. That post.
And the Angel, so Angel.
Oh, there is a fake notice that we shared all around.
Many problem. You see, that's why I quoted the source. And then me quote his source, you know. Do you get it? And then until it is established, say it's fake, you know, officially. I'd want to depend on it. I'm a cite his source. By who? Clinton. You see, Osina Nadu Danko Akufo was given a free hand to make his choice. So he therefore find this thing unholy. Say, want to twist Baumia's arm, forced somebody on him, imposed someone on him. I think, say, Napo is doing too much.
Napo is doing too much.
But is it coming from Napo?
What?
Is it coming from Napo?
Abase report. I am independent check too. I am coming there. I have spoken. You see?
We don't have much time.
You see, me, I have never been. Clinton, maybe you don't know me. Me, if I take you on, you can go to court. If I don't have fact, I don't speak about issues. And Obiani me. That is me. I'm telling you, sir. Me, I spoke to 13 regions. My friend, regional chairman. I spoke to constituency secretaries, youth organizers. I know them personally. Friends are omuye delegates. Master, they tell you, say, call say buy. It was phone call. Your friend, they presented 2 names, and the 2 names are Aduchum and Napo.
Okay.
Others in Kahun. Those who had confidence.
NIB
that is it. That's 2 names of. That is what I'm saying. I'm telling you this. Unmo Obia. Wanya call Nubia Fred.
No, I'm just referring
to it is me, and it is me. They presented 2 names, Napo and Aduchum. The people who have conscience to ask how about the rest. Nyakato, so it is Aduchum, Napo, and others. I'm telling you, this was what they did. Read the report. There's nothing. The report is hollow. You see, you're worrying. Who's that? The report, conclusion. Mamin kind conclusion, man.
Nesi for Mabin.
I speak when I subject to. No, be hotel out of the. Oh, be. Fama mama. given that, given Dr. Prempeh's current role as the Minister for Energy, the ongoing erratic power crisis, erratic is my word.
Yes, I was about to.
Yeah, erratic is my word. Erratic power crisis in Ghana could impact his candidacy.
And they know.
They know.
Say Dumson be impacting.
Dumson no there's Dumson be impacted, and for that matter, government. Therefore, they recommend that government may need to implement necessary measures to solidify his competence, which means his competence is called into question. Because he's lacking the competence, the competency to even manage the energy sector. And that Dr. Matthew, wait. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh. You see, and I don't know why the fast, I don't know the buzz about Napo. What? Don't know Diba. Napo as education minister. Why a hot trucker? And Wajatu ho. Napo as education ministry ho. I free Wi-Fi way and then Napo almost signed contract on 24th December 2019. Don't you have that document?
Yeah.
Schools no what e be no na Miami school secondary school am we where my that school I have population of 3,000 computers to 2 no more. He has done nothing there. Comprehensive sexuality, and based in the textbooks and being produced.
In your assertion, no, Napo influenced this report, Anna. And
I just with the Aduma, shared my one.
But I mean, how do you say Napo bet me influencing the national?
That is why I'm saying national security is becoming an embarrassment. Look at the hardship in this country. And the tomato prices are very issue. National security is not doing anything. But do I blame them? The people they have made national security coordinators, no one know national security background.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Mr.
Mami Enko Ben Sombra. Mami Nyejuma wait now. We are told sir serious accident to be SC Kwala mi no afembo. Baba, what you make good morning and say
Mr. Speaker, I'm here that was way.
Ready to me here. If I would you not there see boy and come.
Yeah, me na aveno junction. We need extra for final meeting. Yeah.
And then I see Mami Tio.
Okay, yeah, but next say and then Anapaya no and a Peter a Toyota hit with car number JL 2817. I registered on 2019. And no, and I didn't appreciate what say now. Yeah, buy an idea, and no dear, just an eyewitness. Or no, and any assume more, or Hunia, a see, Yepa, Nanya, the 2 minutes say, Nipan near no more young Paladia, one more ashram on Kwana, or Ra, Tina has seen Patraya Frosty. I am friend in Nelson, Ebebomu, Eddie Ashe. It's here for near Shafo. Mr. Nelson, I see at the basket. The Pasada Empire, I appreciate it. The Yama and Nipa, you know, I should want more.
Not yet now. Anna can go to every deny. Enough community to every price. We might have a Chankoranista. Munkorani, who will remove Johnny Banning. And I do all the motive is also a hotel made back. Abba. Yo, Brenima Koranitana and a can is very big, but Korani Brenina, it is your my own. They say I Koran, you know, I can't promise, they say, more rich, the idea.
The Basso Bruna can or your Bruni Bana, Bema. Okay, but on Colano, Osha woman see a thing.
10 years, 8 years, 10 years, 10 to 8 years.
Okay, if you share driver no, Osha not what that, and I say, okay.
The one they are who, the one that's meeting for social territories of completely.
Okay, because Osha, none of these dead with or they back there.
Massy Echo.
Personally, I work anymore.
You can cover it.
May I say thank you. Grace Baba Sam, and I'm in a din commodity. Until I've no accident as your honor. But I'm Rabben, so I'm in Tino. Being called. But I think that's it.
30 seconds.
Me nkasanche nede ase modem ba hase mehwe Makati no me. The kan menye ni se report free national security. Oh, I just think that some people cooked it and then put some things together or put some data together called report, or put some words together called report to push a specific agenda. And because of that, but what my caution,
but national NIB and deny.
Yes, I'm out to be denied because maybe for personal reasons or some institutional reasons it's not mild. But if actually,
but the reputation was America.
But do they even have it? Do they have that reputation? You see, because of where I read and where my philosophies and my ideologies about leadership and where I read my leadership sources from now, you see, the national security should be the highest point of institutional assisting the development of this country. In terms of our foreign policy crafting, in terms of internal policy formulation, Omuni National Development Planning Commission, these are the institutions that will say Omudi Sedman. And we need high-level, learned, high-level people, intelligent. National security and Bianco. And these days, Chroma de national security at TSA, Obi a Delta Force, Obi a Eagle, Obi a Dainty, and national security. In other jurisdictions, national security is IQ-based institution. Because they deal with data and figures. Someone has to be able to interpret the figures within the shortest possible time to give you information that cause effect in your society. But Chrome had the Delta Force Eagle and here. And that is why, if indeed this report is coming from them, that is why they will churn out a report like this. First of all, I mean, didn't I say it shouldn't come from them? Meaning, you collect data in 2 days. You collect data in 2 days, or maybe 3 days, from 12 to 14th. Okay, 2 days, 12 to 14th. After data collection, any researcher will do what we call data management and data cleaning. And data management and data cleaning can take you more than a day or two, especially when you are looking at 5,116 respondents. Oh yeah, report no, OG data no, polls no, 12 to 14th no, 15th. Now a report are ready. How is it done? 15th no, cry no.
More tools, any mechanisms are there.
Any mechanism or tool or whatever you have, you cannot do it because you have to clean the data and make sure. And sometimes you even have something called data validation. It was so big actually. A confirm say data now no kre okasa de okai no. And you are looking at 5,000 and you need 2-3 5,000 data. So how can that report come out around 12 noon on 15th? That is one. Now 2, in their methodology, apart from stating so mu interview delegates or they surveyed delegates no, they didn't even tell us delegates no constituency for no ASN. District chief executives ASN. Police station executives ASN. Region biano ye proportion ben like Ashanti region is the largest members and delegates. Ashanti region ye more proportion saying because regional proportions no and also determine the final answer and answer the outcome of any research. They didn't even indicate anything like that whatsoever.
Maybe I requested for better particulars.
Oh, Master, if you actually, in terms of if it is coming from there and you want your credibility, at least the methodology is the most important thing for any research. Or methodology, the most important thing. The third part, Minya, I'm going to make a say by you. If you look at the outcome of the report, Omoka say constituency level no, na makati ne kache mi ami hu report ni. Also constituency level no, you see Naponia 36. And whenever you are stratifying or you are what we call clustering, or you are putting section in groups in research, each group must tally up to 100%. Because we are looking at specific groups and how they think about a candidate. Now, so instead of some vertical summation, horizontal summation. According to them, which we don't even know the number of delegates are for constituency executive, but according to them, 36% say penapo, another percentage say napo, and when the district chief executive polling agents, coordinators into I think 76 or so percent. But we don't do horizontal summation when you have clusters in a multi-sample framework.
Okay.
You do vertical summation. Intimate, so me share document here by here. I don't think it is from national security. But if actually this document is for national security, then I think you are wasting our resources.
Very well. But I say, Clinton, just 3 to 4
Okay, yeah,
minutes,
I think so.
the time.
I would before I zoom. I think experts in analyzing such documents have given justifiable indications whether to approve or disprove the credibility of the document. And then I believe that until we get that form of feedback from the national security, I would hold on in giving a detailed commentary on the document. But it doesn't equally defeat the purpose that Dr. Maakye Prempeh stand tall amongst individuals who have expressed keen interest in advising the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. I mean, from the beginning of the contest till now, he's proven to be working diligently. I understand the fact that there might be some 1 or 2 attribution of instability in our power supply, for which reason it's been a challenge. But as we speak, I think we've made a bit of progress. How intense are now your lighting system, no ACT, no form kakra, and then we can all attest. And yeah, perfect, but form kakra, which clearly affirms the statement of Doomsie. We are hopeful that moving forward, number to me, I stabilize the power, no, Senebeya, at least Nidin Huberto kakra, because yeah, kasa about lights now. Yeah, hitting so hard on it. I'm referring to the document, but because he's the subject matter, that is how come I am talking much about him. Power has been stabilized since he took over until recently, 2 months, 3 months, challenges. And as we speak, we've seen a bit of progress in it. The education sector, his performance was very, very impressive. 1 or 2 shortfalls is good to figure it out, but then he's been one of the key people who supported the built-in for the free SHS policy. I mean, introducing something new like that, we all attest to the challenges that comes with it. But so I think that it will not be far from right is in the document, but as the experts have communicated, the horizontal or vertical summation of it, as he has said, might 1 or 2 reasons be a challenge to accept it. Yes.
1 minute.
1 minute. Don't worry, any problem.
18 message.
Just 1 minute.
Mami page 5, which will also support the Amakati Ben Aka. Who read the baby? I'll say. The significant majority respondent, approximately 84%. The speaker, take notice of the number. 84% view Dr. Maakye Prempeh as the ideal running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Further, I must say that's the last page. However, 89% stated that they would accept whoever. What it means is that when you put it on analysis, party nankasa doesn't matter who they bring.
Very well.
So one guy saw Mupia Napo to the neck of Bawumia, but the long and short is that, Mr. Speaker, the fact is that or when we now you do kadaya. They have been part of the government since 2017. Today, Taman
have to end it here. Sir Joy is on with Medford Action. Me the Kwame Appiah Kubi. I don't do me a near you this year. Good morning and enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy what it's worth. Anger left behind you. Just don't let it find you. Love will not remain as long as you go. This is 92.9, the radio station. The other radio station.